colour of the tea is too milky. That's it. Gotta hand in my British badge now. After all, Brexit means Brexit. Hello, my lovely, 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 lovely people of the internet. My name is Ellie, and this is a new series of mine. I asked the people who follow me on Twitter what type of video they'd like to see, and a lot of people suggested and voted for in the poll that I put out that you would love to see more videos about me talking about my asexuality. And so I have decided to bring you a little bit closer in the frame, have a cup of tea on me, and just have a nice cozy chat in a series I like to call the Ace Agenda, because that's what all you heterosexuals like to think I do. You like to think I spread my asexuality everywhere like a virus in the fear that you will be converted to be asexual like me. I mean, you heterosexuals should try and do it. I mean, it's really a lot of fun. Oh wait, you already do. So grab yourself a nice cup of tea, come in close, bring some snacks, and let's chat. In this episode, we'll be talking about coming out and what happens after coming out, because I'm going through that process at the moment, because you go through this slump of coming out and you don't really know what to do with yourself afterwards. So let's talk about it. I find the coming out process of asexuality to be one of nerve-wracking nervousness. After the coming out process, you sort of hit this slump, and it's a slump of, oh, I've had all this nervousness and adrenaline coming out to people. What do I do with myself as a person? And you then go through this, do I speak more about it? Do I tell everyone? You suddenly go on this, well I did, on this sudden social media hop where you go, well I've told people on here, now I'll tell people on here, maybe I want to tell people on here. I was looking for more validation from outside, and that's really interesting. My therapist and I talked about this, that I look for a lot more internal validation in terms of my sexuality and if I'm okay, I'm not okay. And I do this with my mental health and everything, because I think I don't trust myself enough, and I should learn to trust myself, because we're amazing people and we should learn to trust ourselves and trust our natural instincts, but I don't, because I listen to a lot of external stuff and I want external validation rather than internal validation. And I talk to people about that. I suppose the pro side to coming out as asexual is that it's now seen as normal. Friends have wanted to know more about it, some friends have asked questions, some a bit more personal than perhaps that I might like. And it depends on who the person is in terms of like sex and arousal and maybe like masturbation, and it depends who I'm talking to. I don't particularly want people who are not close to me to know about that, but I'll probably put it on the internet and they'll find it anyway. And for some people, it's sort of given them the sort of boost to be interested in different identities and to go onto the internet and research about different other identities surrounding the asexual spectrum, like grey asexual and demisexual and Z-sexual and allosexual. And that makes me very happy. You can see the sweat on my forehead, I think. I'm such a sweaty girl. There is no breeze coming in. I've had to shut the window, so I'm sweating. But then the downside to coming, well, it's not a downside, but after you've come out to people and you have support from the people that you choose to come out to, you then, well for me, I suddenly hit this slump of, oh, I've come out, what now? Who am I? Have I truly, truly accepted myself? Because if anything that I have learned for myself is that coming out is not only an external process, but an internal process as well. And if you want to be able to be this amazing person that you know you're going to be, it is a process of being nice to yourself and be able to come out to yourself. I don't think after coming out I truly did. I truly accepted myself as in like, you're asexual. But it was then the first few weeks of suddenly walking around, you know, with everyone suddenly knowing that you're asexual. And also for those of you who are like my dad, these aren't boobs. I showed it to my dad and he went, those are boobs. And I went, great, wow. Boobs are beautiful, but these are buttons. And my dad's comment will get me flagged. I always find the first few weeks after coming out were the ones where I just felt a little bit unsure still and a little bit uncomfortable, because for me, probably it was more anxiety that you don't know what other people are going to say. And I was still looking and searching for external validation that I didn't really truly know who I was. And I then wanted to tell everyone and anyone under the sun. But then I wanted to talk to people being like, is that a good idea? idea to tell people on certain social medias, because there may be certain people that you don't want to know about your identity, and you have to make sure that you tell the right people on the right platforms and everything, and then when you feel ready you can come out. But if you look at lots of other people and their videos, because I wanted to sort of give myself some Dutch courage, if you will, without the alcohol, everyone hits this slump. I wasn't alone. I suppose it's just knowing, understanding, and just letting yourself be okay with who you are and who you are as a person. You're valid, your identity is valid. Even though it's nice to get external validation, you don't always have to look and seek and proactively seek external validation, because sometimes the validation needs to come from you internally. Because if you don't accept yourself internally, which I didn't do in the beginning, then my mental health was completely terrible. So this has been the first episode of the ACE Agenda. If you like this video, make sure to comment down below and tell me what you think of the ACE Agenda, whether you like it, whether you don't. I will be flip-flopping between anorexia recovery videos and my asexual identity, because they both go together with my mental health. And if you want to get your voice heard and you want to vote for video ideas that you would like to see on this channel, then make sure that you follow me in my Twitter and my other social media down below. All the links will be in the description down here, and I will see you for another video. Goodbye.